you can't marry her because she's part Cherokee and she's part Delaware. And after fighting it as long as they could, my parents went off, they eloped.
She continued to make that claim and doubled down on her claim, saying that her ancestor eloped because she was oppressed by her husband's family.
She's not enrolled. She has no family on the rolls. She has no indication of Indian ancestry anywhere in her lineage. From the Miller roll, which was 1907 to 1914, going all the way back to before the Trail of Tears, Cherokees are recorded and we can trace our families.
A bit of an insult because we have to constantly struggle on a daily basis with the stereotypical views of what a American Indian is supposed to look like. So for someone to kind of throw that on when it's advantageous and then take it off when it's not, that's a bit of an insult, absolutely.
And no one, not even the President of the United States, will take that part of me away.
Yet she thinks she can pretend to be an Indian and benefit from that, and she has no clue that these issues even exist.
Her father, my papa, had high cheekbones like all of the Indians do, because that's how she saw it. And she said, and your mother got those same great cheekbones, and I didn't.
She had published a recipe in a book called Pow Wow Chow, and I first became aware of her at that time.
So I just went to Google and I punched in cold crab omelet in the first couple of words of the recipe, and what popped out but a 1979 recipe from the New York Times by the famous French chef and food columnist Pierre Franet.
Did Massachusetts Senate candidate Elizabeth Warren use a bogus diversity claim to get a job at Harvard Law School?
I never used my family tree to get a break or get ahead. I never used it to advance my career.
Ms. Warren was listed in basically sort of the law school handbook from 1986 to 1995. It includes her time at the University of Pennsylvania and the University of Texas as a Native American. Harvard Law also held her up as this paragon of diversity in 1996.
We know she checked herself as Native American in the directories, so what's to say she didn't when she applied for the jobs?
She is as white as a ghost of a polar bear after a dental bleaching in a snowstorm. But she was listed in various law school faculty directories in the 1980s and 90s as a, quote, Native American, American Indian law professor. The idea that being a Native American, that some percentage of Native American blood qualifies you for a job as a law professor is kind of weird in the first place. But that's where we've come with Justice O'Connor and the whole diversity rationale for racial preferences.